Nat Love, the legendary black cowboy of the American West. Nat Love was born into slavery on June 14, 1854, in Davidson County, Tennessee, near Nashville. His father, Samson Love, was a slave foreman on the plantation, and his mother worked as the plantation's cook. Nat's early life was shaped by the harsh realities of slavery and the transition to freedom after the Civil War. After emancipation in 1865, the Love family remained in Tennessee, struggling to earn a living through sharecropping. Nat was determined to pursue a different path. Though he had limited formal schooling, he taught himself to read and write with the help of his father. After his father's death, he took on work to support his family, developing strong skills in handling livestock, a skill that would become central to his future. In 1869, at just 15 years old, Love left Tennessee and headed west in search of opportunity and adventure. He made his way to Dodge City, Kansas, one of the epicenters of the cattle industry, and found work with the cattle drivers from Texas. Nat Love quickly gained a reputation as a skilled cowboy, an expert horseman, crack shot, and dependable worker. He worked for several large cattle operations, most notably the Duval Ranch in Texas. Love participated in countless cattle drives, moving herds across the treacherous terrain from Texas to Kansas, Colorado, Nebraska, and the Dakota Territory. These drives were long, arduous, and often dangerous, involving river crossings, rustlers, and skirmishes with Native American tribes. Despite Hollywood myths of all-white cowboy crews, historians estimate that 1 in 4 cowboys were black, and Nat Love stood out among them. He developed a formidable reputation for marksmanship, breaking horses, and fearlessness. In 1876, Nat Love entered a rodeo and shooting contest in Deadwood, South Dakota during the 4th of July celebrations, competing against some of the best riders and marksmen in the region. He won several events, including roping, riding, and shooting competitions. His performance was so impressive that the spectators dubbed him Deadwood Dick, a name taken from a popular dime novel character of the time. The name stuck, and he carried it proudly, as it represented both his skill and his growing legend. He later adopted Deadwood Dick as a pseudonym for his autobiography. One of the most dramatic episodes in Nat Love's life occurred in the Arizona Territory. While herding cattle, Love was captured by members of the Pima Native American tribe. According to his 1907 autobiography, they admired his courage and skill and spared his life. He claimed they even offered him a position in their tribe as a warrior and husband to one of the chief's daughters. After a few weeks in captivity, however, Love escaped and made his way back to his crew, wounded but alive. Although the details of this story have been questioned by some historians, it is one of the most famous and enduring episodes of his legend. By the early 1980s, the era of open-range cattle drives was coming to an end. The expansion of the railroad, barbed wire fencing, and more structured ranching practices made the cowboy life increasingly obsolete. In 1890, Nat Love retired from cowboying and settled in Denver, Colorado, where he took a job as a Pullman porter on the Denver and Rio Grande Railroad. This job allowed him to travel extensively and maintain a degree of independence and dignity that was difficult for most black men at the time. In 1907, Nat Love published his autobiography, The Life and Adventures of Nat Love, better known in the cattle country as Deadwood Dick. The book is a rare first-hand account of life on the frontier from a black cowboy's perspective. It blends historical fact with a flair for drama and self-promotion, offering readers an exciting glimpse into the rugged and romanticized Old West. His accounts highlights his pride in his accomplishments as a cowboy, his literacy, and his racial identity. Nat Love died in 1921 in Los Angeles, California, where he had moved to be closer to his family. He was around 67 years old. Though largely forgotten in the mainstream cowboy mythology for many years, Love has since been recognized as one of the most important and iconic black cowboys in American history. Today, Nat Love's legacy lives on through scholarly works, children's books, and documentaries that seek to correct the whitewashed narrative of the Wild West. He is celebrated not just as a cowboy, but as a symbol of black resilience, adventure, and excellence during a transformative time in American history. To the legendary cowboy Nat Love, we proudly stand on your shoulders. For more information, please visit my website at www.ontheshoulders1.com. There, you can support my OTSOG book series. You can also support me on Patreon at patreon.com/OTSOG. You can hit the super like button under this video. And you can also become a member on this channel by just signing up and joining that membership. So, love you all, and catch the next video coming up.